GooJiLa.com is now online.
Alright, here we go at the second game. We can see Tosky here at the 12 o'clock position, and we have GooJiLa down at the 6 o'clock position. They are pretty far away from each other.
Yeah, they're very far away from each other.
It's as far as they can get.
Yeah, it's as far as you can get actually on this map, and that giant crucifix in the middle of the map gets in the way of that. In fact, I think that's where the Panda Bear guy has been buried for all the times he's died. We buried him underneath the crucifix in the middle of Requiem.
Alrighty.
Actually, on an interesting note, though, this may mean that a 2-gate is not going to be very effective coming from Cal here because, wow, one-sided once again on the statistics.
Doesn't really matter, to be honest. I mean, we saw how before they gave much an 89%, and, well, so that didn't really, you know.
Yeah. And, but seriously, I don't know if 2-gate's going to be strong in this location.
Alright, we're like enthralled by something that someone in the audience is doing.
This is really funny going on in the audience. Alright, I'm here. Focus, Nick, focus.
Anyway, what I was saying is, you know, if you guys have missed any part of tonight, you can go ahead and watch the VOD on GomTV.net, as all the games are up almost as soon as the evening is over.
Yes, that's true. We get them up there right away. By the way, it does look like Cal's going to 2-gate. All right, here. We're going to see a pool, I believe. There's another sign. There's a lot of Korean fangirls over there.
It says, if you won, I'd be so happy. Hyung, please have strength. Something along those lines. Like, kind of like, you know, you can do it.
You can do it. You can do it. All right, well, looks like we're going to see 2 hatchet main. Actually, this is pretty smart by the Zerg. I kind of like this because so many Protosses are 2-gating. Now, one thing to bear in mind, though, and I don't know if we're going to see it in this game because they're so far apart, but if Protoss can get 2 Zealots at the ramp and set up a cannon there, they can contain the Zerg and meanwhile expand. And then they just have to play it out very technically. All right, it is 2-gate. Although the gas is a bit earlier than normal. Here's another Tosky fan. That little piece of paper is not big enough for her to hide her entire face behind.
Are you calling her? Did you just say she has a big face?
No, she has small paper.
It says.
Oh, it looks like he lost a drone too.
Well, anyway, that sign said it's going to be loss win-win. That Tosky's going to win.
Really?
Yes.
Tosky's got some fans.
He's got a lot of fans.
A little baller, yeah, a lot actually. There's actually more filing in the studio right now. Okay, he's upgrading link speed. This is actually a much older build as well that Tosky's using. He's pulling out some pretty old openers here. But this could be quite strong on a map where your opponent's, you know, getting 2 Zealots. And, is he going to get this probe? He does. But as I was saying, you know, bear in mind that, you know, we saw an old build in that last game. 2-gating is kind of an old build as well. So it looks like he's going to use an old counter to work against an old build here. Now, what's weird, though, is that, you know, Cal's not going to rush. Probably because he knows he's so far away from his opponent. You know, why? You know, why would he do that?
Why would he do that?
Why would he do that? And I think that's smart because now he's just going to play a little bit differently. Now, this variation, he's going to get the Corsair out early and scout, and he's going to try to play heavy counter-based. The problem with builds like this is that you got to be very careful to avoid. If you're going Zealots with legs, you got to be careful about lurkers. If you're going, well, you know, mutas and lurkers. Let me put it like this: both are strong, so you have to have the direct counters ready. You have to have the robo out in time, or you have to have storm out in time. It's very, very complicated. Pretty hefty drone transfer here. All right, he's... Oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. Never mind everything I said about late game. This game's going to end really fast, too. Damn, this guy is aggressive.
Oh, man.
He's going to drone drill. Oh, man. I get so mad when nerds drone drill me. I go into a nerd rage. It's bad. Oh, this is so painful.
How many is that? That's like 20?
Ah,
That's 30
he backs
links.
up. That's 30 links. He avoids getting stuck on the drones. This is going to come down to Callus Micro. He has to micro well. He has to micro perfectly here. It looks like the links are at a pretty damn good angle here as well. And they're just shredding up these zealots here.
Oh, he's down to 3 zealots, and
He's got to get behind the probes. He has to let those probes get in there and start dealing some damage here. 1 zealot, no zealots. Oh, yes, he's still alive.
1
Oh
zealot.
my
Oh, no
God.
zealots. 1. Oh.
Oh, man, this is so close. He has to block the ramp. Now, the Corsair's out. He can keep on taking out Overlords. If the Protoss takes out enough Overlords, he can basically stop the Zerg from making Zerglings.
He's definitely lost a lot of drones in that rush, however.
Yeah. He might even want to make a cannon in his main. There's a lot of Zerglings still coming down here. This could finish Cal off.
All right, there's 13 left, and I think he's just gonna...
He's got a micro and keep the cannon alive. If he keeps the cannon alive, he should win this game. He should win this game in Zealots, though. Not in the place they need to be right now. Now he's going to go in here and try to go around. He's going to try to go around and get the cannon on that side. Can he get the cannon? 1 Zealot. Or Zergling? No.
No, there's still 2 kamikaze ones coming by.
The Corsair has 2 kills. He kills another one. Now the Zerglings are going for the pylon, trying to also stop the Protoss supply from getting too high here. Okay, he's just trying to defend that pylon, but the problem is that Zerg is going to be in this point where they can't even make any more Overlords. He's going to have to get an Evolution Chamber, which means he loses a drone, then a Spore, he loses another drone.
And he's lost a lot of drones in the very
Dark
beginning
Corsair's
of
just
that
going to chill with
push.
Cal's knife out there, ready to shank an Overlord. Oh man, this is such a low, low econ game. It's so exciting. You can see Callus Micro is quite good. He's really not going to take anything from this lane. Nothing. All right, that really just killed himself. He just was done. There it is. Good game. Damn, that was really good by Cal. Wow.
Okay.
Cal, also known as GooJiLa, the ninth.
The ninth
toss.
Again, those stats don't lie. These commentators know the players so well because they've been in the game for so long.
Yeah.
They know that he's going to be aggressive. They know that Cal's got great micro. You know what, though? Good job to Tosky to knowing when he was defeated and GG'd out of that instead of kind of pulling that.
It's just totally impossible for Zerg to win there.
Oh,
because
yeah.
all he has to do is keep killing Overlords. And then Zerg, by the time Zerg gets a Spore, Protoss just walks to his base with ground units and kills him.
Right. I mean, it was just kind of, he overextended himself. Obviously, he lost way too many drones in that very first rush. If he was able to keep those alive, at least, with his Zerglings, he might have not really had a chance, but a little more than what he did just now. So,
well, that was a quick series back there. Two very, very low econ games. All right, well, we have what I think is kind of the match of the day, really, coming up next. Midas against Backhoe.
Midas against Backhoe.
Midas is pretty old school, actually, but he certainly is not bad. He's just been around for a while. And Backhoe, he's a little bit newer.
Okay. Well, I mean, Midas has a bit of history that I'll go into just a little bit later. However, he's one of those, like, he does well, but then he kind of, like, stagnates. And then now I think he's trying to get back up in there by, I think he's in Survivor now, so he's trying to get back and push that position for himself. But as of right now, he's on a 5-game losing streak. So,
ouch.
We're kind of, he's stagnating, and maybe
good.
this is his time to shine, like all the other players.
It's GOM TV. It's the time for comebacks in Season 2.
It is Season 2.
We're going to take a quick break here in a little bit so you can enjoy those crazy Korean commercials. Which I've heard lots of stories about, never actually seen. But I've heard things.
I heard you could YouTube them. We should YouTube them.
We should YouTube them. It's like some crazy blonde-haired guy or something. I don't know.
I would do it now, but we don't have our computer here today, as you guys probably noticed.
Yeah, we don't have the laptop here.
So
there are probably people like, "Hey guys, on the forums, we can't even read it.
We can't read it.
We'll never hear what you say." Well, we're waiting a little bit longer here before we take our break. But again, thanks to our sponsors at Intel. This would not be possible without you. Go buy an Averatec-Intel. And please, find us more viewers. We want more viewers. As many as we can possibly get. Because the more viewership we get, the more funding we get for the more StarCraft you get. So please,
that's
spread
a lot
the word.
of getting.
That's a lot of getting.
Yeah. And, and this helps us make Season 3 even that much better.
Yes, it's true. So please do that. We would really, really appreciate it. Now let's see here.
I think we are ready to go.
We're going to wind it up in a minute here.
And we will see you
longer
guys.
time than usual. But I can't wait to see this next series, and it's going to be a nice change. The Terran versus Protoss. It's a good matchup here. And with these maps, it's going to be quite interesting. I think. Man, I was surprised at that drone drill. I think that would have worked better if he was closer to his opponent.
Yes.
It's like the same rule.
They were very, very far from each other. And it's the same rule, like you said, about the 2-gate. It would have, been more effective as a rush if they were closer to each other.
Yeah, I think so. But that's okay. Really, really interesting series, though. I can't wait to see how the next games come out. And right. iCup resetting, man, that's crazy. Really exciting. Yes.
We're still talking.
We're still talking here. That's okay, though.
It's all right. Midas versus Backhoe, next set, and we will see you guys in a couple of minutes after our break.
And after that's going to be Jaedong versus Tempest, which should just be baller. I mean, that's just going to be really exciting. I can't wait to see that.
I hope so.
Stay tuned.
What you stand for? Across the line.